a post-apocalyptic MMO FPS that combines survival, science fiction and exploration. Discover why Pioner, despite its delay and rather long development time, could become the most played game of 2025. Pioner is a game I presented to you in a video as soon as we had the first information about its development. Let's take a look at what Pioner is and what it will offer us in the very near future. Pioner is a game in development that we have been following for some time now, and we have new information on this MMO FPS. It is developed by the Serbian studio GFA Games. Pioner immerses us in a post-apocalyptic universe with a science fiction atmosphere. Although the initial release of the game was planned for the year 2023, it has been delayed due to concerns about the game's quality, with a new release date announced for the year 2025 on Steam. Moreover, as of now, the game is listed on Steam and you can add it. If you're a fan of survival games or FPS, this game might just deserve your attention. You will find an open world and an immersive experience. Because Pioner stands out with its unique vision of an open world where realism takes precedence over traditional game mechanics. In a post-apocalyptic world where remnants of Soviet structures are scattered across a desolate island named Tartarus, players must explore, survive, and interact with a richly detailed environment. The game focuses on exploration and resource management, two essential elements for ensuring survival in this ruthless world. With more than 50 square kilometers to explore, Pioner offers players a vast and open map where they can discover many secrets and hidden dungeons. Faction missions and scripted quests offer an immersive narrative experience, while managing relationships and loyalty rewards allow players to forge alliances and shape their future in this universe. It is an MMO focused on the social aspect. This is one of the features of Pioner, its social orientation. Unlike other more traditional survival games, the GFA Games studio has specifically defined Pioner as an MMO focused on the social aspect. This means that while exploring the world and facing enemies in PvE and PvP, players will have a direct impact on the world around them through interactions with other players, factions, and also narrative choices during quests. PvP confrontations will reach their peak in the Shadowlands, areas where players can engage in combat without restrictions except against members of their own factions or clans. These zones are filled with imprecise goals and are ideal for players seeking intense and competitive confrontations. We are talking about FPS gameplay with survival and crafting. Yes, Pioner combines all these elements and even has a bit of a roguelite aspect. The gameplay places particular emphasis on crafting items and upgrading weapons. As a survival game, managing limited resources while adapting to the open world conditions is necessary. The gameplay trailer also shows a wide variety of activities, including casino games for those who wish to take a break from the action. FPS fans will be thrilled with the shooting dynamics that incorporate classic elements from retro games like Doom, with powerful weapons and intense gameplay. However, the game also offers a faster experience thanks to its character progression system, its story exploration that unfolds through narrative quests and faction missions. That is really the RPG side of the game. And for the combat aspect, I find there is also a little stalker feel. I think the game really has a promising future. Pioner seems to be an ambitious game, and although the details on some features are still vague, the game looks promising on several fronts, at least on paper. The map is vast. The crafting system seems to be very permissive, and the PvP elements should offer a varied and engaging experience. For players seeking constant challenges, new items, and areas to discover, Pioner could become a must-have game. The recently released trailer shows various aspects of the gameplay and highlights the richness of the game's universe, strengthening players' interest. Let's hope that the planned release date in 2025 holds and that the game meets the expectations created by these early images. If you are eager to play Pioner or learn a bit more, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Of course, as soon as we have a bit more to dig into, including possibly some testing phases, I will upload some gameplay. In the meantime, you can spend time on other post-apocalyptic MMO survival games. I am thinking, for example, of Stay Out, known as Stalker Online, which is a free-to-play game, which also offers this survival aspect in a post-Soviet world. There's also, be careful, its older Fallen Earth classic, which is free-to-play, and it also offers a post-apocalyptic adventure in a completely irradiated world. Now, this one is old school, but why not? Tell me what you think of Pioneer. Did you already know about the game or not? Is it a game you are watching? Have you added it to your wishlist? In any case, you will find all the interesting links in the description of this video. I'm waiting for your comments. I read them all and I will be happy to reply. See you very soon. Bye everyone. This was Kazh. See you next time.
Tartarus, a miserable island overcome by disaster. Your depths hold rotten legacy of hopes we left there long ago. Now you are an open wound, infested and endangering life itself. That's where we will bring our people. We will follow our way to preserve everything still left. The expedition will carry on. Tartarus can be nominally divided into two parts. The left one is where people have established their settlements. New communities appear there, as well as new trade routes and conflicts. This is where the main storyline unfolds, and PvE locations are situated. You will start here. This part of Pioneer is an adventure game with minimum MMO elements. We put a lot of efforts in our level design and use the best practices of narrative in dialogues. Moreover, we've created a special game mode where other players cannot interfere with you or your party playing. Oh yes, quests can be completed single-handedly or with friends. You can even have a dialogue with an NPC as a party. Explore the regions and gather info about the world and its mysterious past. Rest in any of the settlements, spending time in bars or playing mini-games. Trade for resources and try to gather as much as you can. Pioneer has progression levels, and after each level up, you get one skill point to spend on upgrading your character. This can make playing easier, but without creating builds, you won't have that big of an advantage on the battlefield. Yes, your armor and weapons itself are quite more important. Upgrading and efficiently using your equipment is what actually shows your progress through the game.
Черт, ты выпендривались? Нечего было выеживаться.
Just like certain monster slayer, a skillful character in Pioneer needs two guns. One for killing monsters and another for punishing teammates or, rarely, other players.